mute this microphone. All right, I'm still experimenting with these tools, guys. So again, you're just gonna have to be patient. So. All right, so you guys couldn't hear what I was saying, right? Okay. All right, so what do you guys think about Schultz? 3.5. I'm just going down and looking at the value. I mean, this is hard to ignore. He's probably going to go back to 4. It looks like they over adjusted. Schultz. I won't be surprised if he's already at 4. How do I type in Dalton and get all the Kincaid? 3.5. He's still at 3.5. 3.2525. I wouldn't have your day depend on it, but it's fine. I gotta close the NBA projections. Okay, NFL projections. Here we go. All right. Rashad Bateman, 45 yards. Mark Andrews, 47 yards. Real quick on Mark Andrews. Everybody's, if you look at the popular play tab, which is where dreams go to die, everybody's on the same folks, which it's fine. There's only 2 games. It's going to be like that. But let me ask you this question. 206,000 people are on Mark Andrews rush receiving touchdowns. Okay. All right. So just think about it like this. If he catches a touchdown, that's 7 points. 7. 6 for the catch or for the tutty, 1 for the catch. Okay. Now, PrizePicks must know this because his fantasy is going to be roughly 12. It should be 11. Okay, yeah, it's 12. So if he catches the tutty, that's 7 minimum, plus the yardage. At a minimum, it's probably going to be 5 yards, so 7.5. And then he would only need literally 5 fantasy points, not even 5, but he would literally my point is, if he gets that touchdown, I don't see how he doesn't cash his fantasy score. Is basically what I'm telling you. 15, 14, 13, 10, 18. So like when you're seeing something like that, that would be like a fine pivot. If you see everyone's on his anytime touchdown, which is fine, but the anytime touchdowns aren't guaranteed. Doesn't matter if he's hit 1 in the last 5 games, he's getting 1. Not necessarily. You put it in there and watch it go to freaking likely. It very well could happen. In fact, I don't mind likely at 29.5 receiving yards today, by the way. I think he's going to be the one to get in the mix a little bit. But what I'm telling you is Mark Andrews, he can cash his fantasy and not cash his anytime touchdown. Like, that's very well a possibility. So those are the type of things you want to look for, like process-wise. Puka Nacua's receptions, I know he's Monday night, but that is going to probably be bumped, and I'm going to have significant exposure to Puka. I don't care. If he doesn't get there, I'm going to lose a lot of coin. I don't care. He's going to be in a lot of stuff for Monday. Hopefully, they leave his line alone so I can build my Monday lineups at 7.5. But yeah, that's fine. Okay, Lamar. Again, when you're using a tool like DG, I don't really care so much about the fantasy scores like that, because none of these books have actual fantasy scores. Pinnacle, FanDuel, DraftKings, MGM, Caesars. Underdog does. So you'd want to look at that, and that's the only real one to compare. What they're doing is using an algorithm with all their stats to project what it would be if they had a fantasy score, but they're not even showing underdogs. You could switch it to the middling tool, but I think Underdog had it at like what, 22, roughly the same. It's pretty close, but there's a couple of things with Andrews. You literally need to, with Lamar Jackson, for me, it's his rush yards or his fantasy score, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, you can get there through the air and everything, but let's take a look. I'm told like I posted in the Dub Club, I'm being extremely conservative with these guys. It's like literally just like in two or four man slips, just sprinkling them in to get a little extra payout. But this, by the way, 1.5 pass TDs. There's no way that's not a goblin. That has to be a goblin. Yes, I figured it would be a goblin. Okay. That one's not bad at all either. Okay. The head to head, he got 3, whatever. Don't really care about that. What my favorite play for Lamar is his rush yards, but I am also scared that they're going to shut that down and make him throw. So his pass plus rush yards could be solid. Let's see. Where's his rush attempts? If you think they're going to get an extra 3 or 4 in victory formation, 2 or 3 actually, 4 would be pushing it. Yeah, and this is the bad thing. But man, every time I take Lamar in big spots, dude, he lets me down. Religiously, he lets me down. Religiously. This is terrible. All of this is terrible. However, if we go to the projection sheets, let me find it. I think he's right at 50. Lamar. Yep. 50 rush yards, 8 attempts, 204 passing yards, 16 completions, and 25. And those are very conservative, which is how I did that. So I don't know. What do you guys think about Lamar Jackson's rush yards? I liked his goblin at like what did I take it at? I think I took it at 39.5, which he should be able to get 40, but 50 is a tough sell. 15.5 for his longest rush isn't bad. 15.5 for his longest rush. I took that one. Look at his longest rush, 25, 26. We've all seen him break off the 20-yard rips. He absolutely can get it done. I mean, the bottom line is, what Lamar Jackson are we getting today? Your guess is as good as mine. It's an 8.5 point spread. I ain't afraid of this. There's one person I'm afraid on the Steelers defensive line. That's it. And if they run a QB contain and shut him down, then so then you can pivot to Derrick Henry. But look at Derrick Henry. By the way, we talked about Boswell. Don't worry about this. This is always like this. He's always juiced under on his fantasy score. I have no idea why. Longest rush 19.5. Rush plus receiving yards 109. Now, they have no reason to gatekeep Henry today. None at all. They have no reason to gatekeep him. If he gets gatekept today, that's it. Like, stick with Lamar Jackson's either longest rush or 39.5 rush goblin. It's more likely he's going to get 40 rushing yards than 50. But if you wanted to take him at 49.5 on underdog, you can. Don't pay the tax on prize picks at 51.5. They're taxing too much. It's too much. Derrick Henry. All right. Rush yards. Head-to-heads. 162 on 12-21. Welp. I mean, this is it. This is the whole reason. This is it, dude. They win this game, they advance. They don't, they lose. So it's got to be, this is why it's, for me, it's Lamar, Henry. Like, that's it. If anyone else has any questions or thoughts on that situation, now's the time. Let me know. Flowers is out of the mix. So it's literally like your darts would be like Bateman, Andrews, receiving yards, Andrews fantasy score, but your two anchors from the team would have to be Lamar and Henry, because those are their two best players, and it's a winner go home situation. That's what I'm taking. If they sell, they sell. Okay, so rush plus receiving yards, I mean, See, this makes no sense. His receiving yard prop is 6.5. His rush yard prop is 105. So Prize Picks says, let's put the rush receiving at 109. Like, what is that? That's just an unnecessary tax. They're just hating. And the fact that his prop line for rush attempts is crazy too. 21 rush attempts is crazy. So if he gets 20, if he's going to get 18 to 22 attempts, he should be able to cover his yards. All right, so let's do this. Henry. I don't see a world where this doesn't hit. Even the 89.5. Like, what world does he not get 90 yards here when they need it the most? I just want to see what these payouts are. I'm tinkering, buddy. It's probably going to be 1 point. Wow, no way. Look at this. You can get obviously you can't because they're the same team, but this is good news because this means you can take these two with other or by themselves and get a decent payout. That's actually pretty good. So 39.5 for Lamar. Henry 89.5 typo. I'm curious to what it is if you take Henry at his other lowest one. Let me see. Or this one's good too. Anytime touchdown pays 2x, but obviously you have to have 2 from the different team. 79, 1.7, 69, 1.6. So in a situation like that, if you were debating whether to take either one of these, you'd be poverty if you took this one for that extra 0.1x payout instead of this one. Like, yeah. So I think the 89.5 is fine though. So those would be the two Ravens. And then from the other team, the Chargers. $175,000 people are on this, man. Every dark cloud in America, every jinx, every mush, all of them. They're all on the same prop that I'm about to put in a lineup. I've already put it in lineups, to be honest with you. But listen, I say that, but this is unfadeable for me. If Ladd doesn't get there, he doesn't get there. But this is just unfadeable. He's their stud. He's gonna get opportunity, and that's all we can ask for. He's gonna get the opportunity. Let's take a look. Receiving yards. There's not gonna be any head-to-head. But look at this. Look at this. He's gone over 76 yards. Prize Picks is taxing. But look at the range of outcomes, though. 111. So when he does go over, it's like he's not just squeaking by. He's like soaring over. 111, 123, 117, 87, 94, 95. Poverty, poverty, poverty. Well, that was against the Browns. Titans, I don't know what happened there. I can't remember. And then Tampa Bay. That's concerning a little bit. Maybe he got injured that game because Tampa Bay, you should be going yard. I should remember that game, but I can't off the top of my head. First wide receivers, 21st in receivers allowed. Not really afraid of Houston. Look at the line movement. It opened at 69.5 and it's all the way up to 75.5. That's insane. Football bumps significantly. What's up with his first half receiving yards and first quarters? First quarter. That's first quarter receptions. First half receiving yards. Turn this thing off. Space heater. It's way too hot in here. I'm sweating bullets. All right, look at his first half receiving yards. Is he a second half ghost? Bro doesn't respect second half coin. 71, 50, 57, 47, 105, 41, 31, 50, and 42. Hold up. What's the line on Prize Picks? Oops. Under NBA. 38.5. 71, 50, 57. Wow. He just respects coin, man. You're not gonna like he's a wagon. But if you look at his full game, it has to be juiced under. Has to be. 25 receptions over 6. His receptions at 5.5 are good. 4.5 are really good. But look, his receiving yards are always going to be juiced under because it opened at 69.5. Every other book's going to have it lower. Even Underdog has it a full yard lower. Which leads me to, I think this is fine. I think I might do this actually. Either that. Hold on, let me ask you guys. The lad at 59.5 is great. He's getting 60 yards more often than not. 4.5 receptions, amazing. But we already have 2 goblins here, so I think this one would be fine. I don't want to take this. I don't want to pay the tax on that. Like, it's not that I don't like it. I fully think that he could get over 100 yards today. Absolutely. But I just don't like the fact that this, and Quentin Johnston, I know he just had a massive game, but you know how many times I've seen Quentin Johnston drop wide open passes? I'd rather just go with the guy that I know is like really good. And I know Lad is really good. Let's see his projection. Johnston's projected for 51 yards, Lad's projected for 81. So you're still in the plus territory on either of those is fine. Disley's fine. I would like the anytime touchdown props are huge lotteries, but the like his yards or fantasy would be fine. Lamar yards and first 5 rush attempts. Yeah, well, I don't know what the line is, but I know this. Like they do those little first, 4th and 1 little 1-yard things, and if that happens twice in a series of first, you're chalked. Gus the bus. Yeah, Lad is the guy that just we know is gonna get usage. So that's where I went. What would this pay? 3.5x? Yeah, that makes no sense. You'd be better off at that point removing one and you're getting 2.5x. So you're not really sacrificing too much if you did either of those. Or if you did Henry, it's going to be the same payout. So if you think they're going to feed Henry, you could do that as well. Let's see. It's going to be 2.5x as well. Henry. And again, this is just being conservative. You can do whatever you want. You can take their full lines if you want, but if you've been paying attention, you see like in the sports industry economics right now, it's like on a downturn where guys are just like guys that should be hitting are selling and vice versa. The guys that shouldn't be hitting are soaring. So not so much in football, but definitely in the NBA. I think this is good or Lamar. So what does everybody think about Lad's first half? Man, my eyes. Maybe I should set it to a poll. But Lad first half, I like the Nico Lad combo. That one's not bad either. All right, so we'll keep Lad in there. We'll keep Lad in the mix. So Henry or Lamar, Goblin. So Lad's first half receiving yards, we're gonna roll with it. Hope he just gets peppered. And then what about Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry or Lamar, rush yards, Goblin. We're probably gonna be able to get like 8.5x when this is all said and done, I think, which is solid. All right, I'm going to set it for a poll. Ask a question. How can you set a poll and ask a question? Henry or Lamar? Rush yard goblin. Henry 89.5. Lamar 39.5. What? Okay. Love you, babe. Lamar 39.5 rush yards. Yep. Henry 89.5 rush yards. Okay. All right, did the poll pop up for you guys, or is it selling? Derrick is more reliable and non-sweat. He gets the touches. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm telling you, either way, it's gonna be sweaty. I mean, it's it's always gonna be a sweat in these playoff situations. The reason would lean towards Lamar is because the ball's in his hands every freaking down. The reason I would lean towards or every snap. The reason I would lean towards Henry is because it's an 8.5 point spread. They could get the lead and just ground pound, and then plus his attempts is 21. So it's literally like I like them both, but for this particular lineup we're building, I'm only going to do one. How do I see the poll results? Okay. It's 54 to 46 and only 35 people have voted out of over 200. Could you guys literally just say, Cap, we're selling you? Should I make a poll for that? Because I got 200 people and 36 people voted. All you have to do is push the screen. I mean, bruh, you guys are selling in real time. I caught him selling in 4K, babe. It should be there on the chat. If not, YouTube's selling. All right. All right, you know what? You can go with either one you want. If you want Lamar, take that one. If you want Henry, take that one. They're both the same payout. So just for whatever lineup you tail with this one, take either one you want. All right? Okay. So, we got Ladd, we got Henry or Lamar, either or. You could take them both in the same lineup. I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. And now on the Houston side, it gets a little bit more tricky. Houston and Steelers gets a little bit more tricky. I'm tempted to just throw Boswell's field goals made in there and call it a day because I literally bro, I mean, we're about to see Russ in the biggest game he's had in a long time, and I just don't think he's going to get it done. I really think he's going to sell. I just do. I hope I'm wrong cuz I want a great game, but I don't know, dude. Either of the longest field goal yards are in the mix, 100%. Either one of these two, bang bang, especially this one because it's a prime time. And even you could even just go to their kicking points or field goals made, but Fairbairn is a gobby now for sure. Gobby. There he is. He's a gobby. He's getting a lot of looks. And then Boswell, dude, Boswell at 1.5 is good. I don't care that he hasn't been last couple games. These last couple games have been Bengals, Chiefs, and then obviously the Ravens. But my only fear with this is that they're so far behind that they don't need him because kicking 3 points wouldn't help their cause. That happens all the time in the NFL. I'm not taking Russell Wilson over on anything. And I don't have FOMO about it. If he goes off, God bless him. He ain't in my lineups. I'm not having this dude make or break my day. Okay, so with the kickers, I think for like whatever you decide your anchor's going to be, whether it's Henry, Lamar, the donkey, Lad, you could like sprinkle in the Boswells and the Fairbanes of the world. That would be fine. Okay. And then let's see what else we got here. Okay. Nico Sell Job Collins. Nico Collins. I literally Underdog gave me a taco on Collins today. And I took it. I don't even remember what it was. I posted it in the Discord under the slip section, but I don't remember what it was, but it better not sell because that'll just be annoying. However, he's just I don't have faith in either of these teams, to be honest. Maybe I just don't take any runbacks. Normally, I would take and advocate for a 1v1 skinny stack. If you're taking Lad, you take Collins. If you're taking Henry, you take someone from there. But I really just don't have too much interest in these guys. Like I would say this line would hit, but I can't even be sure that this is gonna hit. And it's not because of Nico. I know he's gonna get his looks, but it's more of the quarterback situation. Let's take a look. I would probably, but it's gonna be a poverty payout. Nico Collins at 4.5 receptions is gonna be so poverty it won't be worth it. 6 receptions, 6.5 everywhere else. His receiving yards, 87.5, 85. His fantasy, if he gets a touchdown, he probably... Normally, the prop that I was taking for Collins was his 15.5 fantasy points, and it was always good. It was always pretty good. But, like, I think I'm just going to give this a pass. Let me see what happens when I put this up. Man, I need some water. Okay, Deontay Johnson, longest reception, 11.5 yards. Nico Collins, Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon was a wagon there for a minute. John Mechie. The problem with these guys, and I'm all about the dumpster dive diamonds, guys, like the Mechies of the worlds, the Washingtons of the worlds. Like, I love those type of guys. Problem is, lately, it's just like, it's such an unnecessary sweat. Joe Mixon's rush yards, that could be something, but that's going to be tough too. Let's look at that. Joe Mixon, maybe he returns back to first half Mixon. Gosh, he was such a wagon, remember? He was a freaking wagon, dude. I don't know what happened. His tires went flat. Rush yards. Look at the wagon. Where's the last? Let's not. Look at the wagon. Hey, I'm a wagon. And then flat tires. Cinema. Passing 59% of the time. That reminds me. Stroud. $34 pass attempts. I could see this hitting too. Especially if they're down. Even his fantasy score could be okay. If he throws 2 tutties, he's going to hit that for show. But look, it's a demon. This is hitting. But it's a gobby. I don't know. Let me ask you guys, what do you think about Mixon? Thoughts on Mixon? Joe Mixon? Lamar Goblin. If you just got here, follow along. The 2 legs are already there that we have. Lamar rush yards, Goblin. Mixon sells. I'm not feeling Mixon either. Maybe we just don't do a run back and just leave it at that. And then, for not this lineup, maybe you just take those 2. And then I do think Pat Freiermuth is good. Muth! 4 receptions. Where is it? I think this one's good. Push equity and everything. This is funny though. Like, bruh. Let's add a hook and make it a demon. It's prize picks logic. Okay, so 5x if you were to power that. What is it if you were to do that? 4.5. So you're literally adding a hook and giving, no, not worth it. Takes away your push equity. By the way, feel free to make this into a 2-man. I'm going to, like, I'm logged in. I'm not logged in on the computer because I don't want it to show my personal information, but I'm logged in on my phone and I'm going to put that in as a 2-man right now for 2.25x. Remember, if you don't want Henry, just take Lamar. All right, so Lad first half receiving yards. Where is the NFL first half? First half. All right, Lad. Done. He's hitting that. Let's hope. Prayer circle for the donkey. And then Henry. That game tees off in like 10 minutes. So we got to move our rear ends. Henry. Longest rush at 19.5 is obviously good. And his, what did we decide on though? 89.5. 89.5, 2.5x. Or Lamar's, I'll do both. I'll make one 2-man. So right now I'm anchoring Lad. So then it's like if Lad connects, then I'm free pretty much either one of those. You could put all 3 in. I don't think it makes any sense, but you could. 39.5 rush yards. I just made both of those. Put 10 on each. 10 to win 25. Okay. Also, Derrick Henry's anytime touchdown. You could pair that instead of the rush yards. Anytime touchdown for Derrick Henry pays 2.5x. Should we just take that one for this lineup? Yeah, the games tomorrow are way better. These games are total poverty today. Do you guys want to ads are poverty? I have it on the lowest setting possible, bud. I could have put it on the highest setting, but I literally have it on the lowest setting. Derrick Henry's anytime touchdown pays the same as his 89.5 with Lad. I think I'm just going to shoehorn in 2 NBAs. Look, let me show you guys so you can see what I'm saying. Look, it's the same payout, 2.25x. Watch we take that and then he gets vultured by Lamar. Wouldn't that be cinema? Well, all right. Let's go over to, okay, any other questions for NFL? Again, you could take like the Freiermuth. You could take any of the kickers, anything like that. Andrew's fantasy score. This is what I said about Mark Andrews' anytime touchdown, guys. If he catches that touchdown, just think about it. That's 6 for the tutty, 1 for the reception. That's 7. Not on underdog. This is prize picks we're talking about here. That's 7. Plus the yardage, he's going to get 7.5 or 8, like at a minimum. So then he would only need 4.1 fantasy points to cash, whereas that's in that scenario. Otherwise, his fantasy score is like, he can cash his fantasy score without a touchdown. He would need 5 or 6 catches and 60 yards, and he could get that and no touchdown. So the anytime touchdown is fine. I just wouldn't anchor it, especially with everyone on it. Those anytime touchdown props are seriously, seriously hard. Even Derrick Henry's. I mean, it's likely Derrick Henry's going to get in there because they're going to get to the goal line, but I mean, it's not guaranteed. They're seriously hard. There's just too many other situations that can happen. They can sub in freaking their fullback. The Vikings have done it, or not the Vikings. The Ravens have done it. They can give it to Lamar can get in there, but I still think it's hitting today. With all that said, I'm just trying to give you both sides of the coin. All right, let's look at the. Okay, We're gonna go to NBA real quick and do this very quick because we got 7 minutes, like he said. Dude, they bumped Booker up to 8. All right, that was fine at 7.5. Okay, let's see if they still have my boy up. Read. This line makes no sense to me today. I don't understand it. Real quick, do I have time to go through here, or should I just give it out? Nas Reed's projected for 14 in my projection model that I use, and his line is 12.5, and he's been cooking, I believe. I haven't been on him in a little bit, but points. Yeah, look at this, dude. Last 20. Well, this was tough scene. Maybe that's why his line average is better, but last 10, 7 of 10. Ranked, that's why. It's a bad matchup on paper, but overall it's good. I don't know. I did take it in a few lineups and I'm fine with it. Also, Ant Edwards today, like at 20. What the heck? Edwards at 26.5 points, solid. Especially with the narrative that like he's going to be playing against another top guard. I think it's good. We have 5 minutes. Okay. Edwards. Hold on. Did dude say under? Oh, for threes. Yeah, I took him 2.5 threes on underdog, actually. Edwards. I think Ant's hitting today. I have him projected for 28.5. That's a 2-point differential. I think that's good. I think that would be the only line for him that I took other than his 3-pointers made. His RA is always in play too. I wish they didn't bump Booker because that's what I was going to take. Let's see. Let me just see if there's any last minute value that came through. Once we build this format, I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go live in the Discord. So those of you that are in there, we will have that once I get done with this. Devin Booker's fantasy popping. Collier. Nope. I'm not taking any of these poverty role players. Not today. Oh, I'm torn on the Miami Heat because like Jaquez, I like him. I'm afraid that his minutes are gonna get screwed. But I do think he's good. This is good. Cade Cunningham. I hate the Pistons, but I took his PRA at 41.5. Scotty Barnes, Scooty, KD. Should we just go KD and Edwards and have the studs do the stud-like things and call it? Got him at 20.5, crispy. Durant and Edwards as the final 2. Thoughts? Edwards and Durant as the final 2. 27 points each. Can they get it done? Nice chat. Nice cope. Nice sell job. Can I have a slice, chat? I got 2 people interacting. Total poverty, man. You guys are selling. The Latias are selling. All right, this is it. I'm making the executive decision. If they sell, they sell. Pretty sure this should be 25.5 though. Take out Nas. What does that pay? 5x. So you're not even giving up anything for taking the Gabi. It's literally the 8.5x. If we added somebody. This is the one right here. 5-man. Yep. Get this in. This is it. I'm putting it in on my phone. Lad, first half. Henry 89.5. Edwards points, Durant's points, and Cade. And you flex it. 8x 1.7. And then you have some flex equity. Let me put this in on my phone. You got 2 minutes. Someone put it in and drop the link. Do the Lord's work, since I can't. And then also, you're free to make any. You can do whatever you want, but I'm saying, if you want to make like other like smaller ones, that's like the optimal thing you should do. But if you want a community sweat, we all sweat the same thing. Maybe it hits, maybe it don't. I think it's hitting. Durant. Who was the last piece? Cade's points assists. Now you can probably get these on other places. You can probably get these on other places at on like Chalkboard, Sleeper, Parlay Play, possibly for a better payout. Maybe not necessarily if you flex it, but if you're gonna power it, you're probably gonna get a better rate somewhere else. I just put it in. Did y'all get it? Ladd, Henry, Edwards, Durant, Cunningham. Or if you just want to do the 4, you take out either one of these guards and you can go 4 like that, or you could just do that. Or you could just take out Cade and do Durant. And well, it started now. So now the sweat begins. We get to watch this game. Pretty sure it's coming on right now. Bro said he missed it. What channel is this game on? Is it on Amazon Prime? Goated. Let's go. Load up the Xbox. Turn on Amazon Prime. I put the play in on my phone, guys. I can't put it in. I'm not logged in on the computer because it's going to show my personal information, switching back and forth, and I'm not interested in giving out my personal information. But it's in on my phone. I swear on my life I put that lineup in. You can see it right here. It's in. Let me show you. If I ever give out a lineup, guys, whether it's on YouTube, if I give you a play, you can bet your house that I have exposure to it one way or the other. I'm not just giving you stuff being like, oh, just put this in. No. If I tell you to take it, I'm putting it in. Look. See? You guys see it right there? It's in. Bro said he can't see. Open your eyes and look at what you've done. This is it. Did you get your lad pick? Yeah, I got it. I got it in. The first half at 38.5. I didn't sell. I got it in. I wasn't not going to get it in. I put it in a 2-man too. All right. Why are they showing me the Ravens game and not the other game? Are you guys sure it's on Prime? The Chargers game is for sure on Prime. Why are they sports? It just oh, there it is. Oh no, you need a Paramount Plus subscription, guys. Chat selling. What's new? What's new? I'm getting fake news. I'm getting fake news by my chat. What's new? You don't say. Lucky for y'all, I got Paramount Plus. I got them all. Y'all complain about a $25 a month Discord subscription. Let me put you on. I pay for ESPN Plus, Paramount Plus, Showtime, Cinemax, Hulu, YouTube TV, Amazon, Peacock. What is this one over here that I have too? Apple TV, Disney Plus, NFL Network, or the NFL Plus, whatever that one is, plus all my research tools and everything else. It's like 400 or 500. You have to invest in your hobbies. It's that simple. My hobbies is this. It's what it is. All right. YouTube TV probably has this game on then, right? Or is it? I have Paramount Plus here, right here. By the way, Paramount Plus has Landman on there. That's a very, very good show. What NFL fan? Bro, I just told you I have all these apps. I never know where it's on until I ask my Discord. Landman's a very good show on Paramount Plus, by the way.